Asken 2. Okay, so you may have noticed I have turned off the music prematurely in this video, but this is just to address how terrible this game is. Asken 2 opens up promisingly with beautiful scenery and a reasonable story behind it. You're travelling on a boat from Liverpool to New York, and you have to find a set of binoculars to check the horizon. But when you get to the game, you realise you've just wasted $8.63 on a rip-off of Candy Crush. There is literally no reason anyone should buy this unless they're hardcore trophy hunters, or they seriously pity the creators of this game. Despite PlayStation 4 being a console for the players, this is a result of one of the games which aren't. Petting a cat in the midst of the apocalypse. I do admire the story in this game, and the cutscenes, despite being hand-drawn, aren't done badly. The plot centers around an apocalypse, presumably happening in an alternate 1992 timeline. You follow a girl who ran away from the apocalypse, and she eventually finds a cat with a phone on its stomach. You have a choice to type in a number, and once you do, the game ends. It may seem overly simplistic, but the game is still in early access, and hence why this game is relatively low on the list. Still, this game could branch out many ways, and therefore it may be too early for me to fully judge this game. Yellow. Yellow is a game made by Bart Bonte, and is a simple 25 leveled game where you must turn the screen yellow. It is a relatively short game, and most of the puzzles aren't incredibly hard, but one or two will provide a little difficulty. Once in a while the game will be humorous, but the game won't last any more than 5 minutes. It is free on Congregate though, so feel free to give it a try. Song for a Bird. Another game by Bart Bonte, Song for a Bird is very similar to Yellow, though it is more dynamic and visually appealing. For some reason you are talking to a bird, and to finish your sentences you have to solve a series of brain teasers. This game won't last more than 5 minutes if you know your puzzles, but the music is decent and the drawing is well done. It's also worth noting that this game was made to commemorate Bart Bonte making games for 10 years. Here's hoping he continues to create interesting puzzle games. Hue. I judged this game relatively poorly when I played, mainly because there was nothing too special about it. My opinion hasn't changed, as it is only a matter of solving puzzles and going to the next section. But I can't ignore the game is brilliantly animated, and even though it is $14.99 on the PlayStation 4, the creators have thought through a story for the player to follow. As far as I know, you are the character Hugh, who is trying to restore colour to the world after Dr. Grey has taken them all away. There are also trophies and collectible mail you can find as you go through the game, so you will spend more time on this game than you would the others on this list. Twin Moon Galaxy Prologue. Arguably this game doesn't bring anything too new to the table, but Twin Moon Galaxy Prologue is a decent RPG nonetheless. You are a girl who's been experimented on in a space station, and you are trying to escape the area after losing your memory. While the game plot may seem cliché, the game is free on GameJolt, and features a leveling system as well as a few cutscenes which seldom few free games feature. Not to mention the game is still in early access, and even though it isn't complete, a reasonable amount of work has been put into it. Therefore, Game of the Week is Twin Moon Galaxy Prologue.